Here's another video for all you new or returning players out there. I thought that maybe I could come up with a few more helpful hints or ideas that you could try that might help you get started in your Everquest journey. Now this one is going to focus on current Everquest on a regular live server, and it's not going to be for like a TLP unless that TLP already has Plane of Knowledge unlocked. But even then, there may be some of these NPCs that are not up yet. So you could go and look at their location and see if they're up. If they're up, great. If they're not, then I'm sorry, you'll just have to check back later or play on a server like Veronavi, where I'm doing this video and where I usually play with my guild and where all this stuff is active. Alright, so first of all, say you have a brand new character and they're level 2 or whatever, they didn't even finish doing Glooming Deep. You might need money. You see, this character has 0 in the way of any kind of money. So we could go over here to Alerinil, whatever the hell her name is, Blue Elf Lady, hi, loyalist of Everquest. You can go to her and right click, and I know I've done this on some other video before, but this is just getting started because this is to get me some money. Okay, we're going to type in the word plat in here. Now here's a note, unfortunately, if your account is brand new and you just started it, you will not have any of these loyalty tokens that you need to use this merchant. I have 5260, which I think might be about where the cap is. I'm not 100% sure, but anyway, it's close to here, you know. Because there is a cap. So when you get close to that cap, when you get to 5k, spend some of it, please. You do yourself a favor, because if you don't, it's not going to keep stacking. You're not going to have an endless supply after a year. No, it's always going to stay at the total cap. So here we go. We got a bag of platinum for 436 of our loyalty tokens, and these are accrued normally like over time, especially if you have a gold account. So if you are new and you got a gold account, just wait, keep playing and wait for like probably a month, and you might start seeing a balance in there. I'm not sure exactly how quickly it accrues. So we're gonna buy this, we're gonna hit buy, we're gonna hit yes, and then we can remove the search here for the plat and just have everything, because I did want to remind you guys that there are bags on this thing. This looks like a weird postage stamp or something, but it says a bag of autumn leaves, and if you right click, it will show you information. It is a 16 slotted size cap giant 100% weight reduction bag that weighs less than 1 stone. So fantastic bag if you need extra inventory space. That is another nice thing to get, although keep in mind it's 1728, so that's how many loyalty tokens you'll have to spend to get that. Alright, so let's close this out, and there is our bag of platinum, and it just, you right click it to get the platinum. So let's right click, and we got 14,352 plat for that bag. So now at least we have a little bit of money, right, to get started, to get going. And you might notice I have a mercenary here, but mercenaries at like I think level 1 through 6 or something like that, 1 through 5, 1 through 6 are free. They don't charge you anything, which is kind of sad, because I'm like, this poor tank right here has been just following me around for free. I gotta get this character up a few levels so she can start getting paid. So this is the first guy here, so let's give you some reference. If you see Castle and Drew here, you know, the big boulder, you know, these guys over here, the pirate looking things, and then a frightening liaison, a scarecrow. So just as some, and there's the soul binder. So just an idea of where you are, and the crescent reach stone is right there. And right here, go in here. And this is a guy that sells some useful and helpful things, especially if you're low level and you are like a cleric or a warrior. You can't cast invisibility on yourself, right? At all. And if you're soloing or something, this might come in handy. Invisibility potions. It's called Cloudy Potion, right? And it's like 12.7 plat when you're got a 60 charisma as a gnome, and you know you're low level. You don't have gear yet to raise your charisma up, otherwise it would be cheaper. But yeah, you can buy some cloudy potions. So we're gonna buy a stack, just because anytime you need to go invisible, it can be really, really helpful. There are some old school items that are less helpful these days, but I will make just a side note of them. One thing that I used to buy a lot was this stupid thing. It's called a chipped bone rod, and it has 3 charges of the spell Locate Corpse. So if you died and you needed to get your corpse to get your equipment or get yourself resurrected, this was what you would use. You would use this, and you would have to be in the zone where you died. Target yourself. Don't have nothing targeted, because if you don't have nothing targeted, it will just locate the nearest corpse, which it could be like a dead rat in the area that somebody killed that's just sitting there, or just some other corpse. Target yourself before right clicking on this thing, and it would show you where your dead body was. Like, it would basically turn you in the direction of that dead body, and then you would run straight. Now if there was a wall, or you had to turn and go around or something, I'm sorry, or you're out of luck, because now you need to use another charge to try to find out the direction again. So it's not very good, but this is something that did help me find my body a few times. It was only between 5 and 6 plat normally, so it wasn't super expensive. But back then, I mean, just getting 6 plat was kind of difficult. The rest of the stuff here I wouldn't really bother with, the invisibility potion being the absolute most valuable thing that this guy sells, in my opinion. Fish scale extract, though, that's, you know, I don't know if shaman can make something that is equal to that or better. If so, do let me know, because but there is a jewelry thing even at low level that you can craft. Well, you can wear it at low level. Crafting it is another story. You're gonna have your skill up there to be able to cut this gem. But there's a gem that you can cut that you can wear at level 1 that will give you the buff for rune, which gives you ultra vision, which is like a real highly improved night vision, and lets you breathe underwater and lets you see anything that's invisible. Okay, now if you want to be bound in the plane of knowledge, you would be talking to the soulbinder here. These guys, soulbinders, they are everywhere a lot of times, and you could just hail them, because you know, if you did the tutorial, you could say bind my soul, and they will bind you here to the plane of knowledge. And now, and if you're ever not sure where your soul is bound, and by me saying that, that just means when you bind yourself somewhere, that's your new spawn point. So if you die and you respawn wherever your soul has been bound. You could type in /CHAR, short for character info, and it comes up right here, and it says bind points. The plane of knowledge and crescent reach as my home, where I use the origin ability, I would end up in crescent reach. Now we're going to go over here towards the small bank, and we're going to find the shaman, alchemist Redsa. Now, Shaman can make a lot of these potions that I'm going to show you now, but you can buy them. You can buy them off of this alchemist here. And there's a bunch of other alchemists too that will sell them. If you're a warrior, a monk, or just someone who doesn't have the best healing spells, or even just a low level that doesn't have a ton of mana to be healing yourself a lot, you could type in SCL, short for Celestial Healing. And here we go. We've got these potions that will cast a heal over time on you. Well, it's a short term, like it's a short term heal over time. Not like regeneration, but there is a regeneration one too. So this one you have to be level 5 to get it. Here's one that you can start using at level 1. I wouldn't buy a lot of these because you'll be level 5 before you know it, and the level 5 one is going to be better. And yeah, you're going to be like, oh, you're just talking low level stuff, Fez. What the hell? Low level people need some help too. In fact, they need more help than someone that's level 125. So shut up. I'll make a video for you. Honestly, I think there's better people to watch for the really high level content. Although our streams, most of our streams are high level now, especially the Saturday and Sunday one that starts at 7 p.m. Eastern time. So check those out because we're always doing like current stuff on those, or sometimes current adjacent, like maybe not Outer Brood, but at least Lorien Song or somewhere thereabouts, right? Because honestly, I think we completed a lot of Lorien Song and Outer Brood on those characters. So we might start backtracking and doing content that we didn't do before once we get all that done. So yeah, these are some of my favorite potions. Shaman can craft these potions. There's another one. Let's see. Type in ALAC, short for Alacrity, and you can get Alacrity potions, and these are potions that will cast a small haste buff on you for, I think it's about 30 minutes. Yeah, it does. It says it right here, for 30 minutes. So to give you a 10% haste, which isn't a lot. And I think each one is a little better. See, the Alacrity one gives you a 5% haste. So this one gives you a 10%. This one probably gives you a 15%. Yeah, 15% for Alacrity 3. And of course, there's level caps. You know, you got to be level 10 to use Alacrity 3. And then Alacrity 4, you got to be level 20, and it gives you a 20% haste, and so on. So that's also very helpful. Haste means you attack faster, so that's good for melee types. You can type in the word Clarity in the search here, and they have Clarity potions. Clarity is a buff that makes you regenerate your mana faster. So you need Clarity, get some Clarity potions. Of course, you could go to an enchanter. That's the best right there. If you have an enchanter in your group, or that you know somebody, you have a friend that's an enchanter, say, hey, buff me with some Clarity real quick so I don't have to use a potion, right? If you're frugal, you don't want to spend the plat. I get it. I'm Mr. Frugal over here. And of course, the higher level ones will give you more mana per tick than the low level ones. So once you've leveled up to 20 and so on, you know, you get the level 21. If you're level 25 or I think it's 30 for this one, for Clarity 5, it gives you more mana. You see, restores 5 mana every 6 seconds, as opposed to this one only doing 4 mana every 6 seconds. And of course, there's level requirements to be able to use them. So at 20, you're going to use the level 20 potion because you can't activate the level 30. It just doesn't do anything. It doesn't buff you. You could type in Replen, short for replenishment, and this gives you this orange potion that is regeneration. It will slowly heal you over a very long period of time, up to, I think it's a maximum of 30 minutes this last. And it just does like 1 point per tick, I think. And the replenishment 2 probably does like 2 points per tick, and so on, you know? Similar to the clarity one, where it gets a little better with every 5 levels. Then there is a distillate of health, right? And this one's like a purple looking potion. This one gives you a armor class and I think hit point buff. Yeah, increases your maximum hit points by up to 15 and your armor class by up to 5. So it's not incredible. You're better off looking for a higher level cleric to come along and give you some buffs. And I'm sorry if my voice is getting really weird. I'm still sick, but I wanted to make an EverQuest video for you guys. So if you want to see all the potions, you could just type in DST, short for distillate, and you'll start seeing just all of them. And the one that I haven't covered yet was the distillate of spirituality. This one is also very, very helpful for both, mostly for casters and hybrids, I would say. But even, I think even a warrior would could make use of it, because it stacks with replenishment, which is it regenerates your health, and so does this, but it also will regenerate mana. Now a warrior doesn't have mana, but they're still going to get the benefit from the health regeneration. So they stack with each other. So instead of getting 1 point of hit point regeneration, you'll get 2 if you have both of those potions. And then so on. Again, you get distillate of spirituality 2, and it'll be 2 points per tick, and then spirituality 3 will be 3 points per tick, and so on. At least that's what it's been, right? Then there is the last one, the red potion here. This is distillate of divine healing, and this is just an instant heal. This one, for example, healing potion as level 1 heals you for between 9 and 12 hit points. So it's not a lot, and the thing is that these potions don't work like, say, potions in a game like Diablo, where you can use them almost immediately, one behind the other. At least I'm talking old Diablo, like Diablo 1 and 2, right? There wasn't much of a cooldown on those. Here, there's a cooldown, so if you use one, be prepared to not be able to use one again for a few minutes. And here, let's get a spirituality potion, for example, and a clarity potion. Well, actually, that's not going to help a whole lot. Alright, we'll get a celestial healing one too, just for the hell of it, just because I want to show you kind of about the whole cooldown thing, right? So, you know, this is how it works. You right click on it, a buff appears. Same with this, you right click on it, a buff appears. And with this one, I think I have to buy more than one just to be able to show you the whole cooldown thing. Alright, so I right click on it, and so for a bit I get the healing over time buff for 30 seconds. And now I've got 2 minutes before I can use the next potion. So I was actually wrong. It takes longer than I thought. 2 minutes before you can use a potion again. You know, at least, and that's mostly just with the healing potion. I guess since the emphasis on EverQuest has always been to group with others, they want you to group with others and not keep using potions to keep yourself alive. So I think I'm going to end it there. It's pretty short, yeah, but I feel like potions can be very helpful if you're new to the game in keeping you alive and giving you a small edge in the game against whatever you're going to face out there. If this video was helpful, leave a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. Again, I'm real sorry about the quality. I'm still recovering from COVID. Please subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Leave a comment letting me know if this helped you or what you would like to see me cover next. Like, give me ideas. I'd really happy to hear from you guys with suggestions, ideas, feedback, even if it's negative, guys. Honestly, only a silly person does not know how to appreciate a little bit of critical or negative feedback, or just say, hey, you can improve your videos by doing this or something. Obviously, if you say you can improve your videos by just not being in them, I'm like, yeah, probably, but I can't do that because you know, it's me, you know. And I do enjoy doing them. So then, in that case, I would just say, well, then I guess watch another channel, bud, because I can't fix that one problem for you. If it was something I could do, and maybe I'd try it, you know. So I hope you all have a great day. I'm sorry, I'm really stupid. Okay. Thank you for watching. Have a great day and a wonderful tomorrow.